Hello and welcome back to Sorry for Asking.
Hi.
I'm
What's
Cole
up?
Connor.
And I'm Adam Ramzi.
And I'm Hayden Harding.
Wow.
He
Yeah,
introduced
without
himself.
without an introduction or anything. Well,
We didn't. He did it himself.
well, the surprise is out.
Yes.
We have Hayden Harding here with us. He's everywhere all at once.
Everything everywhere, all at
I'm
once.
omnipotent, omnipresent.
Yes. And so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that. Hi, you guys. It's Hayden Harding.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay.
I don't even know how it happened, Mister. It was like I met you at a party 2 years ago, and then all of a sudden you were just everywhere, in my life, on my feed, among my friends.
You know
In
what,
your
though?
pants.
In
You
my
know what?
pants.
I have to say, he did do a lot of collabing with me at the beginning.
I did. So much to the point where it's
You're
like,
the
I was like,
gateway
I
now.
can't film with Cole anymore. It's like,
Cole, do you feel like you're like a gateway these days? Like for a lot of the new kids?
I feel like when I film, it's usually with people coming through LA. I
Yeah.
don't film with a lot of people in LA.
you even host people.
I have,
Yeah.
and then they stay too long.
Yeah, I remember.
Have you
I was told we
finally
can't name names.
have you finally
Yeah.
stopped that?
But it's. I mean, you've been there. You've seen it happen.
I've seen, I think, two
there's
happen.
there's like
and then that
there's
person
3
did
that
it to
come to
more than just
mind.
you.
Wow.
Yeah.
They usually. I'm not the only one it happens
Yeah.
to. But
So it's kind of your fault because
no, but it happens.
you're not learning.
They're not learning. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I spoke about this with my therapist, and I was like,
Mhm.
I need to be clear with my boundaries, because even if I say something like, you can stay 2 nights, but you got to go Sunday, if I say it with a smile,
Mm.
they don't really hear it.
So
Oh.
not just stating
you have
boundaries,
to be
but
like-
enforcing.
You have to be like, yeah, so that they're not
kind of being
'cause
like, this was the agreement. This is what I said.
people want to hear.
not-
People hear
yeah.
what they want to hear. You know, so like if they're like, oh, okay, he means I can stay for like a couple days. I'm sure he doesn't care if it's 1 more day.
Yeah.
You know, but I do.
He does.
Yeah.
He does, you guys.
Anyway,
Well,
They're rigid boundaries. They're not porous.
rigid, not porous.
Porous boundaries means they're all like loosey goosey.
Oh yes, yeah, no. I'm
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with my habit of porous boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see
How do you
that.
feel?
Oh,
about,
can you?
I
Wow.
can actually see right through your so porous.
I mean,
How do you feel about your boundaries? Do you feel like you are
horrible.
You're horrible.
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 Porosable.
porous
Horrible
and horrible.
boundaries.
Horrible.
Oh,
Horrible boundaries.
They're getting more and more rigid, or
It takes-
I want to say balanced, like
Yeah.
closer to the.
it takes some work to actually.
My patience is just wearing thinner and thinner. I feel.
Well, you're very busy.
Yeah,
You're very
I try
bu-
to keep myself busy. I mean, lately I feel like I haven't been busy enough.
Is
but
that
then-
true?
But I still am like, the one thing I just can't stand is when people don't respect my time. And
Mm.
like-
Late people,
and
late
especially-
people.
people, like in the industry, there's 2 types of people: those that do it because they're really good at what they do, and like, I don't know, they're made for it. And then there's people that do it because they can't do anything else.
So
And they want attention.
Yeah, and they want attention, or like their face is just pretty enough,
Mm.
and they don't want to get a real job, so they do porn. And a
Whoa.
lot of those people,
Shots fired.
Wait, no. I want to unpack all of this. We usually try to start at the beginning, but let's start in the present. It seems like maybe today you had an experience where your time was not respected.
well, I mean,
Is
just
that
kind of
correct?
like the whole
We
week.
weren't that late.
It just
everybody.
Not
kind of
us.
I guess like I have like a threshold for like how many things I can take in a week, and
Right.
it's like this person canceled, this person canceled, this person canceled, and I'm about to have a hair transplant in Turkey, so I'm trying to
Mm.
build a bunch of content before that to, to make sure I have my workload
Is this the
scheduled,
eyebrows.
eyebrows and the hairline.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
No.
Oops, it slipped.
But yeah. But I'm gonna be out of work for like
Right.
at least a month, if not 2 or 3, and even if I jump back in it,
Yeah.
it might not be very good because
It'll be fine.
yeah. Well, we'll see. Who knows?
Well, you can always wear a hat.
But I
I know
guess-
people that have had that done, and then they wear a hat for all their content.
Yeah. They just say like it's not the best for you to wear a hat afterwards, like for making it a successful surgery.
Wow.
But yeah. But anyways, so I've been trying to get a lot of content in a very short amount of time, and like this last week, my roommate was out of town, and so I was like, perfect. I have the place to myself. I can use the living room, which has like beautiful natural light and like what I want to do or what I want to use, and so I scheduled a shit ton of collabs in that time, and then it's just like one thing after another happened where it's like, well, this all has to get rescheduled. This all has to get rescheduled. And so now I'm kind of just like, okay, I took too much work on the first time. So it's like anyone that's canceling for a reason that I think is like
bullshit,
kind of bullshit. Like I just don't want to get up and work today.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, yeah, we can reschedule, but you can host and you can find the cameraman and you can pay for all of it. And, and I just like, I guess like kind of like, okay, if I'll put in equal effort. So I'm like, if you show me that you're willing to put in some effort and like put some commitment behind it, then it's like, then we'll go again. Or like, then we'll do,
right. Yeah.
You'll, you know.
Why is this such a common story lately? Like the last minute cancellations. I feel like I
think
hear it
it's-
all
think
the
it's
time now.
I think it's the people that just don't, that are just in this because they don't want to work. And like,
Do you mean just like the last few months?
I just feel like I've been hearing a lot of stories from
Or-
friends of mine who are content creators who are just like, oh, well, got canceled on again today.
yeah.
Like just like constant cancellations.
I mean, there's people that like will also way overbook themselves in
When
like,
they
you know,
come to
that's
LA,
in
probably what it
preparation,
is.
like from that, but then also people will do it in preparation of cancellations.
Mm.
So like some guy will be visiting Los Angeles for 1 week and schedule 3 collabs a day knowing that 2 will cancel.
Wow.
And then if all 3 go through, then he'll cancel.
Because he's fucking exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually the only time I can think of that I canceled was with a guy that was from out of town, and I knew he had a lot of stuff going on anyways, and I was just like, I'm not going to.
I mean,
Beverly
I'm
Hills
guilty of it
right
too.
now.
I've canceled, but like I feel like I could count the number of times in one hand.
Yeah,
like
one hand, for
and they're
sure.
always like a good like. If I have an STI, I'm not going to film with you. Like,
Yes, please don't, please don't, everyone.
I mean, the STI is often, I've heard, an excuse.
yeah,
Like a not real one.
that people use.
Yeah,
It's a
but
really easy
think
one.
about
Well,
this: if
well,
you
if you
lie
use
about it
that
to one
and then
person
you fuck
and then
someone else.
yeah, it's like
It's
you
like,
got if
girl.
you tell it to one person, you got to tell it to
Either way,
everybody.
you're a shitty human.
And then you gotta wait. If it's a
Either-
lie, then you still have to do the waiting.
Either you're lying
Yeah.
about having it or you're spreading it. So.
The jig is up, y'all. Porn
Yeah.
stars are all just horrible people.
Just don't
Yeah.
lie about.
Sorry.
Just don't lie about STIs.
Just don't lie and make your commitments.
Yes. Yeah.
Show up on time,
Show up.
prepared.
Be ready to work, or just know yourself and don't overbook yourself if you know that you're
That's
gonna get
me.
tired.
I'm
Yeah.
like not
You're what?
not doing 2 in one day, not
Yeah.
overbooking.
You used to though, right?
I have on like a content trip,
Yeah.
but I don't usually.
If I'm,
I've
yeah,
never really.
If I'm on a trip 2 in one day is super easy.
I could
or-
do 1 a day
Mhm.
for a long stretch,
Yeah.
but even that's too much for me now.
I mean, if
can do,
I'm in another
Yeah.
city where I'm like not doing anything else and like, I get bored, I'm like, okay, I could do 3 a day, but I'm gonna space them out, or I'm gonna do, I don't know, time it. I don't know. There's different ways.
plus if you're verse, you can be like, I can have a topping scene and then a bottoming scene.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly.
You know.
So I'm going to
Mhm.
London, and one of them's like, okay, these 3 guys are all very close to each other. I'm gonna film back to back with all 3 of them.
See,
So
I'd
it's-
rather,
Which is kind of like, that's one douche.
I'd rather put them all
Goodness.
together and do a hot,
yeah,
like,
I mean,
longer
I'll do that. I'll
collab.
do that too.
you know.
But then sometimes they want separate
Yeah.
solos, so it's kind of like,
Oh, I know.
I
I
would-
hate when you do like
trust
the
me, I'd
threesome
rather
and-
throw them all together in one shoot and get it all over and done with.
with
But-
William Seed and Malik Delgado. I went downtown for them to do like a 3-way, and then they both wanted a
Solos.
duo. I was like, I'll do one with William, but I don't have enough in me for
2.
for
You
yeah.
skip
Mhm.
Malik.
Yeah, because I've done a duo with him already, and he was wearing condoms at the time, so I was like, I don't need another condom.
Pass.
Did you guys?
I want to talk about you.
Okay,
Yeah.
talk
Because
about me.
I met you at a party.
Tell me about me.
Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know much about you. I know that we I fucking love you as a person, but it's only because I know you for the last 2.5 years. We met at a party through our friend Colin, and you're just so sweet and positive and bubbly. I think drama kind of follows you, but I don't know that side of you very much. I just know you to be a very positive and happy person. And then it was like once you plugged yourself into the gay adult film world, you were just like always working.
Well,
and
yeah,
so like
I like to work. I like to be busy.
like in general, you're like a workhorse.
In general, yeah, like I get restless.
You had a day job at the time. Do you still?
I had a day job.
You don't
I do not
anymore?
anymore.
Oh, okay. Do you want to talk about that
No.
decision process?
Well,
you don't have to tell us
when
what you
did that
did.
end? Because I feel like I feel like you started traveling more and stuff when that.
Well, yeah. So
ended.
once that ended, then it's like my boyfriend travels all the time for work.
Okay.
And like he does this too, but not as much as me. He has like a full-time job. And so when he travels, like I fill my time to make sure I'm like just as busy as him, except mine's like all sex work or like all collaborations or photo shoots.
Like when
or
you
things
travel
like that.
together, you mean?
Yeah, so he'll be doing his like full-time job, and then I'll be just doing a bunch of collabs. So it kind of, 'cause some of it comes from that, like just trying to fill time, but also it's like trying to take advantage of being in a different place and like work with other creators in those locations.
But you started in studios, right?
I started in studio through my neighbor,
Sean
our
Cody.
mutual friend.
Okay, yes, lovely.
And then
Known as Levi on Sean Cody.
Levi and Sean Cody. Who's
So
great.
he got you
yeah.
involved in all this.
When was the first
He-
time you
yeah.
did a Sean Cody
I
scene?
want to say it was like a year or two ago. 2 years,
Was
2.5 years,
that-
maybe.
And I met you right before you went to Europe.
In August
I
of
think.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So you'd done a
at first
few-
I was just doing Sean Cody, and then through that got into men, and then I was like, okay, well, while I'm getting this exposure, I should at least create a Twitter and start building up a following in case I ever want to start OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad I did that.
Of course.
And now I'm doing OnlyFans, and I'm getting, like before, I was definitely getting way more money in studio work than ever in OnlyFans.
Well, because Sean Cody pays, I mean, like for people who are listening who don't know, Sean Cody is one of the studios who's long been known among the industry as like the highest paying studios.
Yeah,
isn't that
and
right?
it's also like the one that's more, they try to like maintain exclusivity with their models
For
to a
sure.
degree. So
Yes.
like
Which
there's
makes sense.
There's exceptions, but yeah, but that's why people with if you already have a huge following, you're less likely to work with Sean Cody. And if you have worked with other studios, it's very unlikely that they'll bring you in.
It's kind of an interesting business model. Like, what do you think?
Well, and they also just have like first names.
Yeah, they all just have first names, so they like kind of like build people. They build their own star.
Yeah, well,
like,
their
network.
name is Sean Cody, so like I think it's definitely by design that like people think that they're watching like someone named Sean Cody.
Yeah.
Like,
Interesting.
So they're like,
yeah.
they can't remember the name of the model, but they remember Sean Cody. And they always
Right.
can
Yeah.
figure out, they can always find their way back
that's
to Sean
how I
Cody.
always
it's
felt
'cause
about-
It's so ambiguous.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I love Paul from Sean Cody.
And they're like, oh, this
Right.
guy doesn't really have a following. I have to come to Sean Cody to see
Right,
him.
right.
So,
Right, interesting.
mhm.
So you were for like a period of time Sean Cody's Hayden,
yeah.
right?
I think so. Like maybe I wasn't as aware of it at the time, but like happily so. Like I love working with Sean Cody.
Yeah.
Their team's
You had a
great.
good experience.
Yeah, men.com as well. Like because it's all owned by ALO, the same parent company.
Was Levi your first scene partner?
Levi was my first scene partner, and I was
Okay.
the first person to top him on camera.
Wow, what a distinction.
Yeah. What a distinction.
I mean,
Because I'm special.
I mean, you are. I mean,
Yes, he's a reliable top.
he sure
All the
is.
same.
Yes. Gets hard
Yeah.
easy, comes easy. Yeah.
Come
What
Do you
else
know
is
that
there?
about him? That he comes easy?
Because
He
I'm
comes
always
easy,
trying
you
to-
guys.
Because we've had sex off camera too, and I'm like, oh, just come, just do it. Like,
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
it.
I'm
Please.
I don't need
I'm
it.
always-
I don't need
No.
it to
I'm always
last that
holding
long.
back.
We don't need to belabor this.
Most people when they're filming, they have to take breaks to like get hard again. I have to take breaks so I don't come.
That's so cute. I love it. But I have to say, were you? Cause I was kind of. I don't know if you were. Were you surprised that you were such a hit at Sean Cody?
A little bit, because I was pretty berry. Like,
Yeah, you're like
and
you're like a
not-
thick,
not
muscly
there-
boy.
Not there, and I'm leaner now than I was then. Like,
So
I was even chunkier.
you were never chunky, thank you. But yes, you were
no,
like
I was
you
a
were
bigger,
like
I was a
meaty.
bigger boy. Yeah,
You were
I
meaty
had some
and
meat on my
fuzzy,
bones.
which is like not usually Sean Cody's thing.
yes.
So how did you?
I don't know. I don't know what.
It's that fucking smile. I
It's
swear to God,
probably-
I can't even look at you sometimes.
I just charmed the producers.
They were just like, we want to
My
work with you
chocolate.
Well,
more.
also,
Yes.
yeah. If you're reliable and you're like fun,
That's
to
that.
work
That is the
with,
thing where it's
then
like what I was saying about people that are in this because they show up and people that are in it because they don't want to do anything else. Sean Cody is, I think, tired of like because studio work's expensive to make. Like you have to
Yeah.
pay for all the models, you have to pay for all the tests that they have to clear for.
Uh-huh.
If they don't clear, that's still out of your pocket.
Right.
And so I think they're tired of just paying for people that flaked or I guess like they give people a certain number of flakes before they're like, okay, we're not asking this person anymore.
I mean, did
And
that
then
happen a
they've-
lot?
some people.
They've-
Yeah, I've heard that. with
They've
Sean
told
Cody.
me,
Really?
they've told me like they're like you're reliable, so like that's why they've
Yeah.
told me that that's one of the reasons they bring me in. And
Yeah.
I think also because I helped train and I wasn't great in my first couple studio scenes either, but like there are some people that are catch on a little more quickly about like fucking the camera and not fucking the person in front of you.
I mean, so this
and
is
so sometimes there's some teaching moments that really help if your
course.
scene partner is like helping steer you there because most people like if you give them a gentle push like face this way.
Was
then,
there a
then they lead
person-
up, then they catch on.
Was
Like,
there a person who was kind of the guide for you in that regard?
I think just watching my own content and seeing my fuck ups or seeing my mistakes.
You know,
I was like, ooh, I hate that angle, or ooh, that does. And then also the producers help you too. Like they say, like, hey, Hayden, face the camera.
I've got to say,
Right.
a lot as someone who's been doing this a very long time, there are a lot of people who do this who don't have that instinct,
Yeah.
who don't have that skill or that awareness to know that like being camera aware is super important.
Yeah.
I filmed you 2 days ago. I was behind the camera, lucky me, for one of his scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed when you were aware
2
of
days
where
ago. This is 1 day ago.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
that was not yesterday.
That was yesterday.
It actually wasn't.
You haven't? Yeah, no, it was because you asked because
Was
you
it?
texted me. I'm sure you texted a bunch.
No,
of
it was
us.
Wednesday.
Girl, it was literally
It was
yesterday.
Wednesday.
yesterday.
No, yesterday I had gym class. It was Wednesday.
Then what the fuck did I
But
do
it was
yesterday?
earlier in
What
the
did
day,
you do
right?
yesterday? You don't even know.
Oh no! Yep. Yesterday.
Okay, mystery
yesterday
solved.
Brogan filmed for me.
I was like, was
and
I-
Brad
am I-
You
King.
asked me.
I was like, am I
yes,
fucking
okay,
crazy?
yeah.
No, because like after I wrapped up with you, I went to Brogan's house because he filmed me for a thing.
Yes.
That was
Yes,
definitely not
that was
yesterday.
Wednesday.
Thank you. I'm not crazy.
Ooh, I'm the cuckoo one. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I noticed that you were just like really aware of where I was moving because you would twist the body to me. You would move your
Mhm.
arm out of the way. Why don't these guys know to move your arm out of the
I
way?
move arms all the time.
Move. I've actually
I-
seen you do that.
I
Like
do it-
move your arm.
The arm I
I
moved.
just grab it. And
Your
move it.
arm is in the way of the thing
The
people
arm
want
I
to
moved-
see.
the
The
arm I
camera
moved the
is right
most-
there.
The arm I move the most is
You're like,
my
"See,
scene
honey, that's a
partners when it's on
lens."
my dick because
Yeah,
I'm like,
like,
you're gonna make me
move.
come.
Yeah. Oh well, that's a different story.
Yeah, that is a different story.
But yeah, like so I'm sure that is probably a big reason. Like that, I think being reliable and being camera aware.
I think
are a
also
great
it
reason.
might be like people that do mostly stationary, like know where the camera usually is, with
Uh-huh.
where it's set up,
Yeah,
and they
people-
do that. So
people
it
aren't
throws
used to
them when they have
moving.
someone moving around and they're not used to like being aware of the movement of the
yeah.
videographer.
But like, I can't.
Right.
Like personally, like I do not. I hate the stationary setup.
me
like,
too.
Like it drives. I am
Drives me
not
nuts.
happy with
it
the
makes
work.
it take so much longer.
It takes so much longer. I can't enjoy it at all. And
Yeah.
like normally, like if I'm not I am more camera aware, and that definitely kind of takes you out of the sex a little bit, and like
Yeah.
you're a little less present in some ways. But I look forward to being present when I watch it, and like
Yeah.
kind of reliving or like enjoying it for the first time as a viewer,
Right.
and like more than like as the actual person having sex, which I love.
How
I
much
love,
do you watch
I
your
love,
own stuff?
I try to like skim through at least each video after it's done.
Oh yeah.
Like, but like that's kind of like my reward is like rather than like because I want the product to be good. I want
Yeah,
my
yeah.
final like I take pride in my work. I want it to look good. Like that's
Yeah.
I think that's hotter than the 30 minutes or the 20 minutes. Like
Mm.
for me, it's 10 minutes. Like
Yeah.
that of
I
my
mean, yeah.
my 10-minute video where it's like, you know, I spent 2 hours douching for this, 2 hours douching for 10 minutes. But it's like, if I look at it as like, I spent 2 hours douching for a film that will last for forever,
Right.
that I'll watch once. But, but I don't know. I think that like, I kind of am rambling and I don't know where I was going with this, but
No, I was
Yeah.
just asking you if
Yeah.
you watched it. You explained it.
no, yeah.
I
I watch it and I think I enjoy it more after like watching it after. Like that's I guess my way of saying that, or my way of justifying being less present in the scene is that it'll be a better video.
Yeah.
Like
Right. Well, let me ask you this. Let's go back a little bit. Where are you from originally?
I am from Pasadena, California.
Oh, you're a
Um,
fucking LA boy like me.
Yeah.
Did I know this about you?
I don't know, but
Oh,
I
wow.
also jumped around. Like my family moved a lot. I grew up in a very big Roman Catholic family.
Okay.
I'm one of 11 children. I have 5 brothers and 5 sisters.
Where are you in the line?
I am the third.
The third.
The third of 11?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't really talk to any of them because they're super religious and just
Still, huh?
totally different mindset, and like it's just frustrating to stay in contact. So I don't.
Is that difficult or are you kind of relieved?
I'm at this point I'm relieved, and like
Okay.
it's more like if something comes up that brings me back into that world, it only brings stress and like headache, and it's kind of like what is this? Like I kind of thought about it a long time ago, where it's like, well, I wanted that when I was a kid, and now I'm like, there's no need for parents, and so, and
Yeah,
so like
sure.
there's no benefit for me to have parents or to have a family like that.
Right.
That isn't fun to be around, and like
Yeah.
just like how like most straight people like don't like being around their family, or like people dread going home for the holidays because they don't enjoy time with their family, and I'm kind of relieved of that.
Yeah. You can make your own holidays.
Yeah, or I
With
can
the
choose my own family.
Choose your own family.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As
Um,
we gay people, we get to choose, like RuPaul says.
Half
It's
of
I'm
it's,
two
kind of
it's
get
so
forced to
true
cheer
though.
on my
Like there's a
eyes.
reason RuPaul's so successful. She says a lot of things right.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we're lucky. We both have good standings with our.
We do,
families.
yes, but I totally
everybody, yeah.
I can see also like how his perspective.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that is also kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
like
just saying it's not
Yeah.
all.
Oh
it's
no, not
everybody,
every.
and-
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not everyone's story.
yeah. Right. But no,
Yeah.
but I also think that there's huge value in chosen family, which
Mhm.
we also have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
So,
love
yeah.
like when I was younger, we would find like resentment towards people that cared about their parents' opinions at all. And then
Mm.
like over time, I'm like, okay, no, some parents are good. Some
Yeah.
people owe their parents more than what I owe mine.
Sure.
Like,
right.
And so I've learned not to project my past onto everyone else.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Very smart.
But yeah, grew up all over California. When I went to the little Catholic private school in Pasadena, and then when
Which one?
What's it called? Like
it's called St. Monica Academy.
I don't know that one.
Monica. I was
It's
like, it's
on
gotta be
Orange
a Saint
Grove
something.
Boulevard by
Sure.
the Rose Bowl.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then when I turned 18, I moved to Washington State briefly to work at a winery, and then just doing the harvest, which is like all manual labor.
Okay.
And then from there, I got to know some people that were going to go and do a harvest in Australia. And
Whoa.
so when I was 18, I moved there, and I stayed there for a year until my visa expired, then moved to New Zealand, stayed there until my visa expired, and then moved to Napa because that was the only place that's like kind of close to home that makes wine. And so then I got into the wine industry there, lived there for 4 years, and then I kind of got into like administrative work for like a wine packaging company.
Wow.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, you have a wine
Yeah.
background?
Yeah.
Do you know
From
a lot
when I
about
was
wine?
18, because you can drink wine in Australia at 18.
Oh, okay.
or
Do you
at
know a lot
16.
about wine because of it?
Yeah, I'd say I definitely know more about wine than most.
Yeah.
I think. Or yeah.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
definitely
favorite
wasn't
wine?
like super into it when I was like 18, 19, but then by the time it was like in my later 20s, I started taking more interest into it.
Do you have a favorite wine?
Oh, probably like a Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
From I like the Sonoma Pinot Noirs.
You like a California versus a New Zealand?
Yeah, I like the overripe fruit.
Is that why California is known for its...
Well, California is like a warmer climate, so like the grapes are usually picked a lot later in the year. Like French wine is like they call it like more green, which is where this is so boring for most people.
I don't know.
They harvest the grapes earlier when there's lower sugar and more acid, and then there's less alcohol in the final product. And then in California,
It's boozy.
because there's more sugar, there's more alcohol after it ferments. And then we also water it down because that's legal here, and it's not in France.
Oh.
We water it down until it's at the wine tax bracket and not the
Whoa.
or until it's at the wine alcohol level, and you can lie like 1.5% alcohol on it. So most wine is like 1.5% stronger than what it says it is.
And it's usually like 14.
Do a
It's
lot of
usually, like,
vineyards do
12 to
that?
14.
Yeah, I mean, I worked for Constellation Brands at Ravenswood Winery, and it was basically synthetic wine.
Ooh, name dropped and everything.
Because it's
You
one of
heard
the
it
biggest
here,
brands.
folks.
It's like
don't
not-
buy Ravenswood.
It's not.
Is it
it's not-
Franzia or like Yellowtail?
Yeah, I worked at Casella Processing Winery, which is Yellowtail in Australia.
Yeah, Yellowtail's Australian.
But yeah,
You know what? People will watch this face talk about anything.
Have a glass
Just
of wine.
trust
Have
me.
two.
yeah,
Yeah,
You know?
right.
it gets you drunk.
Sure.
Moral of the story.
So, was there like a part in this process where you realized you were gay? Was there a coming out process?
Oh, well,
or
I realized I was gay when I was in high school or younger, like
Okay.
8th grade.
did you come out or not really?
I knew that I just had to wait until I could move out, but I did get found out. Like, I was a lifeguard when I was 16 at Raging Water San Dimas, and
I've been many times.
and that was my first time where I met people outside of like my family's approved circle, outside of our little Catholic cult. And so I met a gay person, and I was curious and had questions, and so I messaged them on Facebook when that was a thing, and also on a desktop computer because my parents wouldn't let me have a smartphone.
Oh.
And I ran upstairs to go grab something, and my mom jumped on the computer and went through my messages and saw it. And my parents took away my phone that I paid for with my summer job. They took away the keys. I was driving like through 2 hours of traffic every day to get to school. Basically like put me on lockdown. And so I just like bowed my head down and told them I was gonna, they were like, they wanted to send me conversion therapy. And I was like, no, I'll do it on my own, and just lied for 2 years until I was a senior, and then graduated high school, and then fucked off to Australia.
Did you tell them that you were
serious?
Did you tell them that you were like actively going somewhere to do?
No, I told them that I was like, no, I'll just work on it internally, or like I'll just pray the gay away. Like,
Yeah, because that works.
yeah.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
had like accepted myself much earlier on, and I'm so glad I did, because like I went through like stuff that a lot of people go through in like their 20s or 30s, and like their identity crisis, and like I went through all of that like self-hate kind of thing in like 7th and 8th grade. so by high school I was like, fuck it all. Like and it was just like all, which was great because it was all uphill from there. I mean, all downhill from there.
Well, I mean, like that, like self-actualizing that early enough to be like, I'm just gonna lie to these people until I'm 18.
Yeah.
And like, was that like a hardship, or you're like,
well,
I don't
that
give a
was
shit, I'm
it was
just gonna
hardship
do this.
because like you're around people that are homophobic for 2 years, and like
Right.
they're and like I knew that everyone I knew and everyone that was close to me, I was gonna lose, or like they were like, and that did happen. Like, it is a real thing. It was still the right choice. I don't regret it for a second.
Yeah.
And I'm all the happier for it.
Wow. Are they all still in Pasadena?
No, they moved to Bakersfield because their traditional family setup is my dad is the sole breadwinner. My mom was the stay-at-home mom, and my dad got early onset dementia and then couldn't work, and so they packed up all their shit, bought a house in Bakersfield, and my mom supports the family by teaching. But like,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
But
your siblings are all
they're also super conservative, and now my dad is on welfare, and which is something they don't believe in.
Interesting.
Which I kind of like gently pointed out to him, like, so this thing you don't believe in, you're using.
Yeah, you're sure benefiting.
It's helping
and
you.
it's like,
imagine that.
and it's like your family would be starving if you didn't have it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just,
right.
And he's like, "What do you want me to do?" I'm like, "I want you just to realize that it's a good thing."
Yeah.
for anyone,
like
to be able to get.
I want you to have the benefit,
it.
but also see the benefit of the benefit.
Right. Right. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
So then, when did you make it to LA?
So then I was in Napa for like 4 years, and then when COVID happened, I broke up with my ex there, who I'm still really good friends with.
Your ex in Napa?
My ex in Napa.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you met him, but
I don't know.
big, tall, big dick boy.
We love those.
Yeah. He was in the closet when I started dating him, and I was like,
Oh,
I'm not going back in the closet for anyone.
No,
And so he came out, and then that same night, his brother and his sister came out as well.
Whoa.
And that was all three of them. He only had 2 siblings, so
Look at the good you do.
I turned everybody gay.
Yes.
Well, you set
Even
an
women.
example.
Help
and
them
said,
on their
like, hey,
path. That's what you
like,
do.
It can't be any worse than
Yeah.
what I've been through. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I mean, I don't even see, like, there's people that I think, like, because my parents were so far on one side, I'm kind of grateful because it pushed me out of it sooner. Where, like, I feel like if my parents were more accepting or more wishy-washy, I would have stayed in the closet longer. So,
yeah,
and in a lot of ways, I'm grateful for what I had.
it like you had to like.
It
be
also
pointed.
it also gave me a lot of life perspective because now I grew up with the mindset of a conservative that I growing up gay in LA, you wouldn't think you'd ever have that experience, but it does give you perspective on how they think. Even now, I believe nothing they believe. Like, it at least kind of like gives you an understanding of why they don't see what you see.
Yeah.
So after you guys broke up, you moved to LA.
So COVID was awful, and we were like working and living together out of the house, and it drove us crazy. And then I moved out of his house. This is the house he was born in.
Oh, wow.
And so, and his parents moved out and left him in the house. So yeah, I got out of that, and then everyone I knew in small town Napa was through my ex-boyfriend. So it was just not a good setup because, like, at that time, and so I had to get out, and I had been wanting to come back to LA for a long time. So I did, and moved down. I quit my job, so I did not get any of that fun employment from COVID. And started working at a small doctor's office in Beverly Hills.
What'd you do there?
I was just like called, delivered results. It was basically like front desk.
Yeah.
For internal medicine. And then that wasn't super long because then I got a job for this software sales startup.
You got a lot of jobs.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, this was all like
so-
very, because when I first came down to LA, like finding a job was like a good job is not easy. There's so many shady businesses down here. But yeah, speaking of this software sales company, which was like paid great and like taught me a lot about sales and how to manipulate people.
It's important in sales.
It's all making sense now.
It felt like Wolf of Wall Street, like sales floor, like a bunch of people with a mic and just like screaming at people to spend money.
Oh my
Like
God.
you'd have to get someone to spend 10 grand in 5 minutes over the phone from cold calling. And we'd get like 3 sales a day from calling like 400 people if you were good at it. but I also didn't really know what I was talking about. And then, so it wasn't until I was there for a couple months I realized like, oh, this is shady as hell. And I started looking for other work. And then while I was looking for other work, they got shut down because it was shady as hell. And then I got this other job at this super, super cute little COVID lab startup in Venice Beach.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you in the interest of time to make this a quick story
yeah,
because
sorry.
we're trying to get to the part where we got into porn.
Okay, so then my neighbor,
Yes,
in WeHo on Laurel, cut that out.
that's okay.
We'll
Don't worry about it.
try. We'll try. We can try. It's fine.
Yeah. So then my neighbor Levi,
Yeah.
asked me if I would do a scene with him for Sean Cody.
Okay.
I said I would, and I don't regret it. Like it was fun. Like a lot of my friends had even told me, they're like, Andrew, you're kind of built for porn, because I was just a massive slut.
Okay. Were you a big fan of porn?
Yeah. What was
Did you
your
grow
first
up watching it?
exposure to porn, and like what kind of stuff did you like to watch?
I watched a lot of weird shit.
Talk about it.
Say more.
It all had to do about like with what was taboo or like what wasn't allowed. I think that comes from like
Oh.
Catholic guilt
Interesting.
and like because it's wrong, it's what I want to do, or like associated what I wanted the most as being bad.
Okay.
But that I don't really have any of that anymore.
Okay.
I feel like after you go to therapy, you lose all your kinks. But
Which is
I don't know about that.
Which is what I've told you before.
Wait, really?
I've said that. Well, I think I'm. It's gonna sound kink shamey, but I think some of the more extreme things are unresolved traumas,
or people that just want to relive that trauma over and over and over
which
again.
is unresolved.
yeah.
I mean, maybe.
So, but
I mean,
I
really do think so, because
I've been very uncomfortably with you at a park situation, and for like 10 minutes, and then be like, let's get out of here.
Well, that has nothing to do with unresolved trauma. That's all about substance abuse.
Wow. You just opened so many doors. I don't know which one to open.
Oh God. Proceed with caution.
Okay. All right. So you used to watch more kinky stuff. Now you don't because you've clearly resolved all your traumas. Must be nice.
Yeah. It's kind of
Okay.
boring, to be honest.
Like
so
the
what
stuff
kind of
you
stuff
watch.
do you like now, besides your own? Just jerking off to your own porn.
I don't know, but it's really not interesting because it does get kind of boring. Like it's more about. It sounds so corny, but now I am more about connection and like the people I know.
There's nothing corny about that, actually. This is particularly why I don't film as much as I do lately, because I mostly just want to have sex with people I already know and like having sex with.
Yeah, and they can be friends. They can be like, it doesn't always have to be my boyfriend, but like
You were probably the last person I filmed with, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that was a while ago.
that was a minute ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like very rare that like I have a collab. I don't want to say very rare, but like, and there's people I love working with, but it's kind of rare that I find like chemistry's there.
Yeah.
Like I find them attractive,
Right.
like just objectively without hearing them talk or getting to know them. And then, like, I guess we can name names when we're saying positive things, but like
Please.
Ben Bison in London, when I went there, it's like just so fun to be around. And like, I was like, do you just want to follow me around all day and like join all my collabs? and then I'm going back to London. I was like, hey, I'm coming back. Like, join me.
I don't know Ben Bison.
He's super sweet.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what it's like dating somebody while you're part of this industry?
Yeah, because you've dated someone who's not in it.
Yeah.
While you're like when you're starting it,
Who was in the
Yeah.
entertainment industry, but not
and now
adult
and then
entertainment.
now you're dating somebody that has
that is a
it
content
has
creator.
been in it
Yeah.
for a while. So what are some of the challenges with both kinds
Well,
of
either way, you cannot have any kind of jealous boyfriend. They have to just like really just accept you for who you are. They have to meet you where you're at in your life at that moment and not try to change it, because at the end of the day, that's where you make your money.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you don't do porn and you're dating someone that does porn, like I also like that's got to be hard for you because your boyfriend
It's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice. Like a choice I respect. Like it shows that you love your partner, because it's not easy. Like, and
it's a choice that will, like, keep you making that choice again and again and again.
Yeah,
As things come up, you'll have to keep deciding to either do it or stop.
Yeah, and I think that it's like I know one of my good friends, he does porn and his partner does not, and I think it's kind of like just shows his love more if he sets that all aside. But yeah, like having someone that's just like fucking people all the time, and you don't like if you don't film, you don't know that they're not like super into all this sex they're having because you only perceive sex as something you do when you want to.
Right.
And not saying that like having sex for work is like this big struggle, but it's like some days it's work. Like,
of course.
And like just like, oh, you don't like going to work some days. Like I don't want to go to work some days, but I still do.
Right.
Yeah. Even if I like my scene partner. Like,
do you see this happening for a lot longer? Are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it now. Yeah. I do think I mean, no one can play this game for forever.
Right.
But also you can't do a lot of jobs for forever.
Right.
So I think I'll like keep my option. I'll keep gently looking around and see what comes available.
What are you interested in? Like, say, like what would make you?
I mean, I've always
what would
done-
make you stop it right now if you got busy doing something that you really wanted to do?
A rich husband.
There's
Sounds great.
I mean, there's a lot of things I would love to do. I mean, I really just like being busy and having purpose. And like, as long as it's not for a shady business, I like anything that keeps me busy. I used to work in HR, which I liked, because it's kind of, it was a job that was like really helped me grow, because if there's ever a problem, I kind of had to put it on myself to fix it.
It's like problem solving.
Yeah, or it's like a problem with anyone. Like it was my job to fix it, and like it's kind of helped with just like personal accountability in general, because it stops like the boo-hoo, like blaming someone else for problems in your life, and just says like, well, I'm the only person that can change my life, or like I'm the only person I can control changing my life.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. You know, if there's something wrong, what can I do to fix it? Rather than going to my boss and bitching. You know, like,
where do you think that workhorse tendency comes from?
It comes from being very much not that. When I was younger, I was super lazy, had no drive. I was diagnosed ADHD like later in life. And then like Adderall literally changed me as a human being, because I took it for years religiously as prescribed, like Monday through Friday. I'd take the smallest amount of my prescription on Monday, and then by Friday it was at the peak, and then I'd do nothing on the weekends so that I would like have time so that Monday it would hit again. And it rewired my brain, gave me structure, you know, did so many right things, but after a couple years it just wasn't working the same way.
Right.
And it took months to like get off of it and be able to work without it. But once I did, like now I feel like so much more balanced, because I still have those habitual structure that Adderall gave me. And so I can like set myself into like I really have to like set my time, like plan my day. Like this is focus time, this is fun time. But I think that like taking Adderall for years really just like taught me the ability to focus.
Okay.
Or gave me the habit, I guess. Yeah.
And you're like, now I just want to focus on everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're really excited about as we close out the year? Besides your hair transplant?
My new head of hair.
Your new
I'm
hairline?
going to La de Mons in Brussels. I've never been to Brussels, so I'm really excited
cool.
about that.
Okay. Wait, you're going to what in Brussels?
La de Mons.
What's that?
Parties.
Oh, parties. We love those.
Gay shit.
Yeah.
I've never
Gay
been.
shit around the
I'll
world.
let you know after.
Yes.
And I'm excited to go to London again, because London.
Because Ben Bison.
Because Ben Bison.
Ben Bison.
I clearly got to look this person
Ben
up.
Bison. Go to London and see Ben Bison.
You're welcome for the plug, Ben Bison.
His handle is.
Yeah, right.
Do we have anything else?
I don't think so. I think I've covered all the bases. Is there anything else you want to share with us, Hayden Harding?
No, I wish I could take some stuff back, but
Too late for that.
Too
with
late.
the world.
It's on the record.
Yeah.
Send all your fan mail to.
I wish I had a filter.
Yeah, I'll edit it and just hold it for ransom in case you ever piss me off and use that smile for evil instead of good.
Okay.
Just kidding. Well, we love you. I'm very happy it's
Love
been
you
so
too.
successful and that you're having a good time and that you're our friend.
Yeah, me too.
And that's it. How are you, Cole Connor? I miss you. I feel like I haven't really seen you in a minute.
I haven't seen you in a while.
You've been quiet.
I've been.
Where have you been?
There was like a week and a half where I did like 3 collabs, but that's pretty much all of that. I've been doing this intimacy training. Intimacy coordinating course.
Well, when we do our catch-up
So,
episode, I want to hear all about that.
Yeah, I just went to a little film festival in Culver City that my mentors put on.
Okay.
And it was like a series of shorts.
Yes.
It was a little too long, but it was
Yeah.
but it was nice to meet them in person. So that was cool.
Cool. New chapter of Cole Connor is coming soon.
I know.
So exciting. Cool. All right. Well, that's it for me. I just wanted to wrap it up real quick because I feel like we didn't really get a chance to. We just jumped into Hayden Harding.
Sorry.
It's
Like
okay.
people like to do.
Or have him jump into you.
Yeah, that. He's so good at
Send
it.
your fan mail
Yes.
to care of Hayden Harding
Yes,
at St.
right.
Monica's.
At St. Monica
St.
Academy.
Monica Academy.
Located in
near the
Pasadena,
Rose
California.
Bowl. All right, well, I'm Adam Ramzi.
I'm Cole Connor.
And I'm Hayden Harding.
Sorry for asking.
Bye now.
See you next time.